Splash, splash. And it fills up again. That is cool. So obviously it's winter here right now, but you know, this is a little playground for kids to play, or younger or adults. It doesn't have to be just for kids. Anyway, we're going to go for a walk. I've been doing this walk every afternoon actually since, well, start of the week. I did it twice last week, and this week, this is my 4th day doing it. I absolutely adore it. Okay, crows are actually going into this. I'm going to pick up this rubbish. They're actually going in there and getting the rubbish out of there. Yeah, they're flying in there and pulling it all out. Oh. I'm not going to pick up all the rubbish. But yeah, I hate seeing rubbish like just scrolling across the ground like this. So gross. Oh, someone's snot rag. Yeah, I'll pick it up. All right, pick it up. See, those birds are flying in there and picking it all out. Okay, so yes, this is a little area where barbecues, playgrounds, toilets, a water park, which is pretty cool. And then they've got a big area where you can play sports. Yesterday they were playing golf in there actually, like little kids playing mini golf and stuff. So it's a beautiful day, absolutely stunning. This is like a pearler of a day, right? Pearler of a day. Now, got my earphones. There's a crow somewhere here. I can hear them crowing. All right, guys, will I see a koala today? Will I see a koala? Will I see a kangaroo? Because we saw kangaroos yesterday. Koalas are the day before that. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool, gotta say. All right. I know a lot of people are like, oh, why do you bother using those? Why don't you just use the iPoddy, whatever, I don't know what you call them. But no, I don't want another thing to charge. I'll be honest, I do not want another thing to charge. Fuck that. Right now, I'm actually starting to think about what I'm taking to Africa with me, actually. Because, yeah, that's coming at me really fast. And actually this weekend, maybe I should start thinking about what I'm actually taking with me, like clothing-wise. Because, yeah, as I said, it's coming at me really fast. All right, with ears in. If you're new here, I'm Dora, person behind the camera. I'm not hiding, it's just that I'd rather show you the track, right? This is a new track that's just opened up in the last kind of 2 months. We are at Petrie, Southeast Queensland. That is University of Sunshine Coast. Even though we're in Petrie, we're not in the Sunshine Coast, but it's a campus of the University of Sunshine Coast. We're at the 0 mark, 0 kilometres. And yeah, this track is being purposely made to be accessible for all. So, you know, if you're in a wheelchair or a wheelie walker, you can come through here. They do say there's no dogs, but see, the start of the track, it didn't actually say no dogs. It didn't say anything, actually. The reason why you're not allowed to take dogs here, you're not supposed to take dogs, is because there's koalas in this area. So, koalas are scared off by anyone, to be honest, even humans. But dogs barking, they really don't like dogs barking. Hey Steve, how you going? Hey Steve, mate. I'm back in a different form. I'm vertical this time, not horizontal, driving. That series I do is, I think you've probably been there a few times. I just tell funny travel stories, and it's mostly people watch them on a replay. That's why I'm not very chatty in the chat. Opposed to now, I'm chatty. I just want to tell a story kind of thing. Anyway, how's your day been, mate? What time it would be? Oh, wait on. Oh, it'd be late in the evening. Midnight maybe for you. And then we have the official Reap Salts. What's up, dude? What's up? I don't know, I'm good. What's up with you? What's up, people? Happy Wednesday. Well, it's happy Thursday here for us in Australia. It's Thursday afternoon, 2:24 p.m. and I finished work and I don't work tomorrow. So technically this is the weekend for me, guys. Party. And I am doing a walk to finish off my day. Not really finish off my day, but yeah. I'm loving this walk, to be honest. This is the 4th day I've done this walk in the afternoon after work. And I normally try to do 2 laps. You can join me for 1 lap, half a lap, 2 laps if you want. And anyway, what we can see on this walk is sometimes koalas. So yesterday? Yesterday I saw kangaroos. The day before that I saw koalas. So yeah, it's like a potluck, right? Who knows what we'll see. You're coming at us from the future. Yes, I am the future. If only I knew the lotto numbers, Steve. If only I knew the lotto numbers. So this big pole here, and on top is a nest. It's an osprey nest. Osprey bird. It's like a bit of like an eagle. So yeah, I think it's a really good idea that they've built this right up there so that they can have their nest up there and away from all the other birds, I guess. So we're about to walk around 2 lakes, basically. Now these lakes you can't swim in, fish in, camp, anything. This is one of these ospreys. It's called an eastern osprey. That's what it is. It's like an eagle, and they like fish. Yeah, so there's 2 lakes we walk around. It's like a letter 8. And yeah, you're not allowed to fish, swim, boat, kayak, anything in them. But on the other side, you'll start seeing the mangroves here. There's actually a river. And you can swim if you want to. Boat, kayak, whatever you want to do. So yeah, sometimes I think people kayaking there, fishing there. Yesterday afternoon I saw a young guy walking in with his fishing stick. So yeah, I mean, it looks like it might be low tide at the moment. This is just the inlet here. This is not the main river. This is a bit of an inlet. A bit muddy down there. Oh, well, I got some weird thing that just came through. What was that? Someone just said, oh, I'm getting thrown money. Someone just said hello or something in weird letters. What was that? Sent flow state. What is that? That's pretty cool. Hi, how you going? Hey. Thank you for whatever you sent there. That was pretty cool. I think to say hello or something. Okay, sorry. Official Steep says he's in Florida. It's dark. It's only just past 12 o'clock. Yo, what time is it where you are? It is 12:28 p.m. on Thursday. So yeah, we're officially in the future. So generally where I am, I'm in southeast Queensland in Australia. It's winter here, but you can hardly tell it. It's a beautiful day. Clouds just came over though. But it's a beautiful day. Oh, there's a bird there, guys. This walk, you'll actually see a lot of birds. I mean, I'm obviously going to try to see koalas. Yesterday I saw kangaroos, but there is some kind of bird there. Can you see? It's a black one there. It's pretty cool. So I walk past a lot of people with, giant ass camera lenses because they're, trying to bird spot in here. Is anyone a fan of bird watching? Technically, I'm not really a fan of bird watching. I mean, I like hiking and walking in nature. So part of that is you see birds, right? Which is nice. I don't mind them. Did you hear that? Some interesting bird sounds. There's a pelican over there, guys. Let me zoom in, guys. There is a pelican. It's not really, you can't really see that well on the phone when you zoom in, to be honest. You're a truck driver. I go through Australia a lot. Oh, do you? As in, you go to Australia? I mean, you don't drive through Australia if you're a truck driver. Well, hold on. Let me read that right again. I'm a truck driver. I go through Australia a lot. You mean you're a truck driver and you come to Australia with your work, or you're a truck driver and you drive around Australia a bit? There's a bird nest up there. You can see that. There's a bird nest there. We've got some officials coming towards us. Obviously they're checking out the walk. Beautiful tree, beautiful tree. Absolutely love it. The sun's coming out again, which is great.
This is their homeland, Whoa, and that too, eh, man?
So yeah, I'm going to be looking up to find koalas, if I can see one. Okay, just a bit up there. You can see that is Pine Rivers, North Pine Rivers, what it's called, North Pine River. You sent 6, 7. God, I need to be looking at the phone, don't I? Because if I don't look at the phone, I can't actually see what was sent. Thank you. Who's this? Nathan? Nathan Gizmar. I want to go to Australia, but there's road rules. Those road rules are insane. Why do I have to drive on the opposite side of the road? Well, I would say to you, why are you driving on the opposite side of the road? We're used to driving on this side of the road here. So it's very weird though, I'm going to say. I've driven a car in Mexico and in America, and it's very weird driving on the other side of the road and using gear sticks and stuff. It's very foreign for me. So yeah, I know how you feel, but that's how we feel about going to your country. Little birdie here. That is a little, you see the bird? Oh, there he is there, sorry. Little wiggly tail. That bird there is a wagtail. Their tails wag. Willy wagtail, we call them. Willy wagtail. There's quite a few of them here. They're all flying around. Okay, we're looking up, guys. Looking up for those koalas. Looking up for those koalas. Koalas, where are you? Koalas. The sun has now come out again. Beautiful. That lake looks so nice when it's sunny. Sometimes I walk through here and it's just miserable and grey. It makes me feel like I'm in England, guys. So this is amazing. This is winter. This is winter in southeast Queensland. I'm just in a t-shirt. I've only got a thin kind of, cardigan on, but it's not even that cold. But it's just nice to have something on you. Wow, that's beautiful. Look at that beautiful tree. Beautiful. Those little birdies. I saw a kookaburra in here the other day. Have you ever heard of a kookaburra? Kookaburra sits in an old tree. So kookaburras, I don't think they're only native to Australia, kookaburras. They have this cackling laugh. They go, oh, okay, I'm not even doing it right. They just have this laugh and it's so loud, so loud. Everywhere you stand, you can hear birds. I mean, you can't see the birds, but you can hear them. Can you hear that noise? It's a weird noise. There's something up there. God. I don't know what bird it is. I can't even see it. Got an interesting sound though. I can't see it. Okay, so you can go around this way back to the car park where I was around, or you can keep on going around this way. Like I said, it's like a 8 zigzag around the lake. So this is the second lake. We're looking up these trees to see if there's any koalas. What's up? Hello, how you going? Hey! Past your bedtime, yes, it is, Funny Farms. It is past your bedtime. We're just going for a walk. I've finished work. It is 2:36 p.m. at an early mark today. So I'm getting an early walk in. It's lovely to walk around here when it's a little bit more sunny. Well, normally when I'm walking around here about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's getting a bit darker and the sun sets over that way. So the sunset's quite high still, so it'll go over that way and set that way. It's quite nice. But yeah, in the afternoon it gets a little bit colder and not as light. But this is beautiful right now. This is lovely weather. Absolutely lovely weather. How you going? So we're just in search of, well, wildlife, right? And the main wildlife I'm looking for is koalas up these trees. But yesterday I saw kangaroos. That was pretty cool. Beautiful colours, these gum trees. Beautiful colours. So over here we have the North Pine River. This actually eventually goes out into the ocean, out near where I live on the beach. Beautiful day, hey? Oh, it's 36 for me in Indiana. So you're in Indiana, I'm guessing. Funny Farm. Past your bedtime. Wow, so nice. Hey, Funny Farm, I'm really enjoying watching your channel. Obviously my channel's more adventure style. I have an adventure pretty much every day. But my, like, you know, growing your own food, not using chemicals. I'm not sure if that's your thing, but you know, you seem to be like a homesteading channel. And obviously you're friends with Kirsty and Susan and Amanda, who I love their channels, absolutely love their channels. So it's great that I've, fallen upon your channel and started checking out, some of your videos. I really would like to grow some potatoes. Never done it. I know that, you put them in pots and stuff like that, but I just haven't done it. So yeah, it was really interesting to watch the process and to, see how many potatoes you got. So this section here on the left is where I've seen a few koalas. I'm from the smallest state in the US. I don't know, what would that be? I think Connecticut. I have no idea. I'm just guessing. Connecticut? I don't know. I don't know why I just said Connecticut. Okay, there is a nest up there. So that'd be a bird nest, not a... Koalas don't have nests. Oh, you are? Oh, what? I'm wrong. I got it wrong. Rhode Island, then... Okay, so you're from Rhode Island, not Connecticut. Is Rhode Island the smallest state? Oh, did you see that, guys? The jumping fish. A jumping fish. Oh, another one just jumped. Oh, cool. All right, this is where we start looking for koalas. Koalas. Where are you, koalas? And they're generally not low, right? They go higher. And they're always at the fork of the tree. So they don't fall down. They've got big claws too. So the other thing is you can see on the trees where they've been scratching. But this is like very bushy under there. I'm not really going to be walking through there. I mean, I have, not through this section. I walked, where did I walk? Through the back, I think. Or was it over here? I don't know. The other day I went a bit bush bashing in there a little bit. When I say bush bashing, I'm not bashing the trees, right? I'm just walking through the bush. Oh. Where are you, koalas? Where are you hiding? There were two in here on Tuesday afternoon, and then was one on the other side. So I officially saw three of them on the track. I only thought I saw two of them, but I realised I mistook because I went looking for one. It was right in the distance at the back, and then when I went under it, I couldn't find it, and I found another one in another tree. So anyway, they're very camouflaged. I walked through here the other day. There is, guys. There we go, guys. Can you see him? There he is. I don't know if you can see that guy. He's right at the fork. There's a koala, guys. See? He's walking up. Can you see it? He just jumped, guys. There you go. He's on the move. Koala on the move. Oh, he's right up. He's gone right up now. There he goes. Oh, he's going right up. Okay, he's eating those leaves. He's eating those leaves. Can you see that, guys? Okay. Did you see him? He's like right up now. He's actually munching away. Okay, we can go down here. Let's see. He's a big one. So I've lost him again. Crap. Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. That's him. See him? Oh, I'm glad you saw it, Funny Farm. Actually, Funny Farm, what's your first name? I actually don't know your first name. See how they're camouflaged? They're really camouflaged. Really camouflaged. Okay. There. See, you can't even see him now. He's up there, but he's behind the trees now. Well, not behind the trees, but he's just behind the leaves. So guys, that is a koala. We just saw him. Your name is Kim. Okay, nice to meet you, Kim. So guys, did you see him walk up and then jump across the tree? Sorry guys, I'm shaking. I can't actually hold it. Kimberly. Okay, cool. All right guys, well that's a koala, guys. Okay, while I'm standing here, let me just see if I can spy another one, because there is two of them in here. They don't generally stay in the same tree all the time, just saying. But that's cool. There's no, you would not spot that. If I go back here, if we're walking along like a normal person, we didn't see him at the fork there. You can't even see him when you're walking along here. Oh, I can see him right there now, but I would never have seen him. You can't even see him. He's so camouflaged. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Oh. Oh. All right, well. Success, guys. We saw a koala. We saw a koala. I love showing people koalas too. I love seeing them, but I love showing other people koalas. So Kim, one of our friends here on YouTube, her name's Shanster. I don't know if you know her, Shanster's Travels. She's from, oh my God, not Minnesota. Just out of, she's just out of Detroit. What state's Detroit in? Michigan. She's in Michigan. Anyway, she's a cruising channel. She loves cruising. Anyway, she's doing a cruise in Australia, so she came, and we ended up having a day together, adventuring here where I live. And she'd seen koalas before. She'd been to Australia before, but she's only seen them in zoos and kangaroos and stuff. I said, okay, let's go do a wildlife. Let's go see one in the wild. So I took her kind of hiking, and we saw one in the wild. And then we saw some kangaroos, and we saw koalas in the wild. So it was really cool. And I said, there's nothing better than seeing animals in the wild. Really isn't. And even though I'm Australian, doesn't matter how many times I see koalas, I'm still absolutely obsessed with it. Absolutely obsessed. You're still there, Kim? It takes a little while to come back in. Well, that was really cool. Oh, you saw the platypus video. Okay. Well, I'm glad. Oh, that's right. I think you, yeah, I remember. It was only a very little one in the distance, right, too. So other live streams, I've actually been able to be quite over it. Not over the platypus, but on top of the bridge looking down, and you can see them with better reflection. Platypuses are really interesting. They are so interesting animals. Yeah. I was going to go looking for platypuses this afternoon, but I've decided I'm going to go home after this walk. And I'm doing an online course at the moment, and I'm behind. And I've been staying up late every night to try and get it done. So I need to get it done this afternoon early. That way I can have a nice night's sleep in, right? Sleep is not sleep in, but Sleep is so important, right? These trees are just beautiful, really is. Like these trees will eventually grow up to be big eucalyptus trees the koalas can munch on, right? There's lots of different eucalyptus trees. They have, yeah, they seem to like different kind of trees. And not all koalas like the same leaves too. So it's quite interesting. See a lot of people walking around with their big ass cameras. Hi, how you going? Well, Kim, I'm very, very happy. Actually, Kim, do you know what this is? If you're there still, Kim, do you know what this is? It is a weed, but do you know what this makes? Do you have any idea what that is? I think you might be interested in this. Do you know what this is by any chance? So there's a couple of them here growing, a couple of babies at the back. They are technically weeds, but there is a use for this plant. Okay, it's actually castor oil. It's a castor oil plant. So apparently, don't want to stand in anything bad. These little things here are full of the oil. If you squeeze them, I mean, I'm just going to squeeze it, but I don't really know how to produce, obviously, castor oil. But I was walking through here one day. I thought, this is a really weird looking plant. It's a weed, definitely a weed. And I took a photo. I've got this app called PlantNet. I think it's called PlantNet. You take a photo of it, or the leaf or the flower, and it tells you what it is. And it's a castor oil. I was like, oh wow, I had no idea. Okay, no, I don't know what that is. Look at the little, that's all the little seeds, I reckon. Exactly, so do I. I use castor oil too. Do you do a mix? I do a mix for my face. I love it on my face. Just on my eye. I put it under my eyes, not all over my face, but I mix it. I put a half castor oil, half like almond oil or some kind of carrier oil, and then I put some frankincense in it. And that's why apparently it thins it out and makes it safe for your face. But yeah, I love putting it on, like, sore legs or, sore knees and stuff like that. It's great stuff. But yeah, that's a castor oil plant. I had no idea. I've been talking, my mum's into organic farming and stuff like that. She's got a farm that she lives on. And yeah, I said, oh, Mum, it'd be really cool to grow a bit more castor oil and make your own castor oil. Imagine that, that'd be cool. I'm guessing you need a lot of castor oil. And technically they are weeds. So I exactly want to start growing them on my mum's land and then they just go crazy everywhere. Imagine that. This lake is beautiful. It really is a beautiful lake. Absolutely beautiful. And because, you're not allowed to swim in there or boat or anything like that, it's all for the wildlife, right? It's beautiful. So they've really done a good job here. I mean, other than this big eyesore of walkway, I can see why they've done that, because it's made it accessible for everyone. Not everyone can, walk. Some people don't usually use wheelie walkers or wheelchairs. So it makes it accessible for everyone. It's cost an absolute bomb. So there's been a lot of uproar about the cost of this track because it's all paved the whole way through. You also use frankincense? Okay, cool. Yeah, frankincense is great. I actually think I need to order some more of it, actually. I need to make, was it a bush turkey? I think my mix is about to run down, so I need to do a new batch of, half and half and a bit of frankincense. But I think the last time I made some, it lasts for about 3 or 4 months. I think I was nearly out of my drops. Let's see what's in this lake down here. Oh, she's definitely bright. Well, this is amazing. This is. So, what state are you from, Kim? Oh, there's some ducks. Duck landing. Duck landing. Oh, it is honestly a beautiful track. It really is. And like, you know, I've got 2 feet that are, you know, I absolutely adore. These feet take me everywhere, these legs. You know, I'd hate to be in a wheelchair. But obviously the biggest downfall about being in a wheelchair, I mean, obviously there's many downfalls about being in a wheelchair, but like, is the fact that you just can't go. There's not many places that are accessible. Australia have been really, they've been really trying to be a lot more accessible for people with disabilities in wheelchairs and stuff, to make, you know, wheelchair like toilets. You can imagine, you know, the toilet's not an easy fact, easy like when you know, you are in a wheelchair. So, you know, shopping centres, houses, offices all have to have accessibility now. They have to be wide enough for a wheelchair to get through. So they're really trying to make it very accessible. Oh, there goes the kookaburra. I was talking about a kookaburra before. I don't know if you can hear it. Probably not. Of course you're in Indiana. Oh my God, doofus. I just said that before when I was introducing you before. I was like, oh, Bunny Farm, they must be from Indiana. You idiot. Sometimes I don't think. So we've got some mangroves on this side because there's the river forks over this side too. There's a lot of little inlets coming through here with that you can take your little boat or tinny and kayak up. These waterways are really good for fishing and crabbing. Mud crabs are really popular here. My previous life with a different partner, he was into fishing, and we used to come up there, that river, and go looking for crabs. Man, the biggest mud crabs I've seen, I tell you, they were huge. Got a whole lot of little wiggy wagtails. Can't really get close to them, they're going to just fly away. But these little ones, they wag tails. That's why they're called willy wagtails. There's another bird there too. I don't know what kind of bird they are. I don't really know too much about birds, to be honest. Oh, there he is. See if I can shoot. Hello. Hi. Hello, willy wagtail. He's very pretty. Beautiful day. Glorious day. So, Indiana. So you're up next to Michigan. So it snows a lot up there, right? So your winter is a lot of snow? Beautiful trees. Kim, yeah, please don't need to stay babysitting me. I'm quite happy to talk to myself, trust me. And, you know, I'll have friends that come and watch the replay. So please, you know, go to bed. You don't need to, if there's no one there. Because generally when I do a live stream in the afternoons, my time, I don't get many big people on the live because, you know, most of my American friends are asleep. And my friends from the UK are just waking up. So yeah, please don't feel like, oh, I feel rude if I leave. No, God, no, don't. Not at all. Sleep is more important. Hi. You have lots of snow, yeah, right. Yeah. So where I live, no snow. As you can see, this is the middle of winter right now. 1st of June is the start of winter, and We're in July now. So generally around this time till about the middle of August is when it's the coldest where I live. My state's it's Queensland, and we're generally a state, well, we're called the sunny state. There's more sunshine here than any other state. Very interesting, probably very comparable weather to Florida. So has it been quite hot for you in Indiana? Like, what's your weather right now? Because I mean, are you in summer yet? I don't know. You're obviously, everyone's different with their seasons, right? So there was a koala in this tree 2 days ago, and this is not a tree that I would normally think a koala would go in. But interestingly enough, I've actually got video footage that were eating the leaves. I was really surprised. Like, this is not a tree that I would think. Normally the koalas don't like these. I don't know. They don't normally like these trees. They are still a eucalyptus. You can smell the eucalyptus. I love eucalyptus too, eh? It smells great. But yeah, he was munching on some tree leaves over there. You had snow from October 8th through to March. Wow, that's freaking like a lot. That's half your year, man. Wow. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, you can't grow anything either, right? Like, you can't grow your food. I'm an evening shift nurse, so do not usually go to sleep until 1 to 3 a.m. my time. Right. We are in summer, 97 degrees last weekend, 36. Okay, 36. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice weather. So you're not working tonight, so you got the night off? Isn't this interesting, this tree here? It's green. Love the colour of it. Looks green. I don't know if you can see that. It's beautiful. I just love the colour. Like the branches look so soft and just, yeah, so nice, so pretty. So pretty. So like, this has only been opened up in the last couple of months. So a lot of the plants are, that's a Banksia plant, have just been started off. So a lot of the plants are only little. But I say in a year's time, a lot of the trees will be up and established. Like I said, there was a bush turkey. They dig up all the ground. Okay, this is another section where I've seen koalas in here. There's a magpie there. Where am I looking? There's a magpie there. Hello, magpie. You're off tonight. Oh, that's good. 5 months of snow. That's a lot, hey. How do you keep sane? How do you keep sane with like 5 months of snow? Like, there's no growing anything. No, like going for a walk is like cold. It's always cold. Oh my God, everything's cold. That is a very, very green tree. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but it's green. That is green. Very green. Now, is that? I don't think that's eucalyptus. Let me just have a little smell. Actually, you know what? It is part of a eucalyptus. That's one of the eucalyptuses. Wow. So a lot of the trees here are quite new. So I really like how they've grown a lot of different eucalyptus trees too for the koalas. Because like I said, koalas like different eucalyptus leaves, not always the same. And one koala will like different ones. So yeah, we won't find any koalas on these trees. The ones in the back here are the ones that or front here, the ones I've seen them in. Specifically this middle one here. I am greedy, guys. I really want to see another one. I can never get enough, right? Once you see one, you just want to see another one. So far this week, it's been 4 times I've been here. I've seen them twice. And then kangaroos. Okay. This is the tree I normally see them in. Nope. Nope. It's school holidays at the moment, so there's quite a few kids around. And obviously I'm not showing kids on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, it says the Christmas bug of the house. Yeah, and the sausages were lovely too.
Is there a koala up there? Don't know. But we just proved that they go right up. Like that's why you can't see them, because there's a lot of, dense leaves up there too. So that kind of, distracts you from where you think they might be. Obviously if they're eating, they're going to go right up the top. But if they're sleeping, they normally kind of in the trunks and the forks. So they don't have to stress so much, and you just sit there and cuddle a trunk. No, I don't see one up there. I am looking. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so last year was weird. Normally I only have 3 months. Okay, so last year was 5 months. Okay, that was extreme. Okay, so that's not your norm. Okay, so 3 months I guess is not too bad. But I mean, I guess the difference is that you actually are prepared for it. Like, your houses are built for, when you walk into the house, there's, we would call them mud rooms or something. Is that what you call them? Mud rooms? So you take your jackets off and your wet shoes. And, you've got central heating or special heating. Because I'm so used to warm weather, like, I mean, this is winter, right? And look at me, I'm wearing, like, I've got long shorts on and a t-shirt and a short sleeve kind of cardigan. It's not that cold, right? I generally don't dress when it's a bit cooler and it's a bit windy. I'm like, oh, it's a bit cold, but then I'm not dressed for, like, that kind of weather, so I have to go back to the car and get a bigger jacket kind of thing. So, but like if I was travelling, like I've been to New Zealand, that's where you generally go skiing. We do have some ski fields here in Australia, but it's more man-made snow down in Victoria, where I think you know Susan, right? Susan lives up in the mountains. Like even Susan hasn't had any snow yet. Normally by this stage she's got snow. So it's really interesting this year. I don't know why she hasn't had snow. And she's on like 0 degrees at the moment. So this is the time that snow would come. So maybe she's a couple of days away from having snow. So here we are, the other side. There's a river in there. Beautiful. Ooh. So I finish work 4 days a week, kind of close to this area. So that's why I've started walking here after work. Because, you know, as soon as you get home, you're like, the last thing you want to do is go out and exercise. And generally, I think you've caught me a couple of times in the morning. I'm generally in my, so it's your afternoon, but I'm generally live streaming in the morning on my walk on the beach. There's our little friend, the koala. Look at their claws. That's their claws. Oh, hey, Philip. Philip, thank you for your donation. Thanks, mate. How are you, mate? Philip, guess what? We saw a koala. We saw a koala. Philip, I don't know if you've met Indiana Funny Farm. She is Kim from Indiana. And I foolishly asked her where is she from before, and she laughed at me. So Kim, Philip is from Victoria. So he's the same state that Susan's from. So Philip, Susan is friends with Indiana Funny Farm. She does a lot of, well, her contents about, you know, living on property and being self-sufficient. I'm not talking about self-sufficient. Are you self-sufficient on your farm? I'm not sure. But like the last couple of videos I've been watching are about harvesting potatoes, all different kinds of potatoes, which is interesting. Kim, Philip is not really a creator. He's a watcher. And he comes and says hello. And yeah, like I said, I've been walking here. I only started last week, actually. I don't know, it just came over me. I was like, oh, I had heard that the reason why I had heard this had opened up, because there was a big backlash about how expensive this track was to build. Because obviously it's all paved, right? It's about 2 kilometres. I don't know what that is in miles. I said it's like a letter 8 around 2 lakes, and it's paved the whole way. So it was quite expensive. You know, concreting's not cheap. And across the road from this park, you've got, you know, a lot of people living rough in tents. So it's like a little bit of a smack in the face for them. Like, you know, they can't find anywhere to live and they're living in tents, where across the road, you know, the council have built this beautiful park. Not built, but like, you know, they've created walkways that cost millions and millions of dollars. So that's the reason why I knew that this just opened up. It's been in the talks for a while. So yeah, I was like, oh my God, how have I not come here? I came one afternoon, on a Sunday afternoon, and I absolutely loved it. I think that's where you saw it, Philip, hey? And I'm sure like a few of you guys are gonna be like, gonna get sick of this walk. But you know, it's fine. And look, I generally don't exercise in the afternoon. I generally exercise in the morning. But I have been spending a lot of time, when I'm live streaming, I do stop a lot and have a bit of a chat and yada, yada, yada. If you haven't noticed, I do like a chat. And I do like to stop and look at, you know, the pelicans and all different things. Just like I'm going to stop and look at this. This is one of my dad's, well, this is my dad's favourite plant. This is called a mudgy wattle. Sorry, silver, oh my God, silver wattle. So can you see why they call it silver? because it's very silvery, the leaves, silver wattle. And they've got this beautiful, beautiful flower. And it smells really nice. Oh, like really, really nice. It's very, very pretty. So wattles generally come out about spring. So it's interesting they've come out already. So a lot of people that will have hay fever, that will drive them nuts. Very, very beautiful. Oh, right, so you only buy coffee and dairy. Wow. Okay, you're very self-sufficient. Very self-sufficient. That's great. So obviously it's all solar, water catch, like, you harvest your own water. That's amazing. Like, that's living the dream, right? But it's hard. I understand it's hard. How much property do you have? Like, I could see that there was a bit of land where you lived. Actually, well, and you were talking about your neighbour. You had some Amish people that lived next door, and you were talking about their chickens were kind of like, they had bantam chickens running around their backyard, and you're putting water out for them. So you've got probably big bit of land, but you've got neighbours. Like my mum only has 2.5 acres. I don't know what that is, but I think it classes a hobby farm. It's not a big farm, but enough for my mum. She's 76 years old, living on the farm by herself, and she's self-sufficient. But she does buy a lot of stuff. She grows a lot of vegetables and has chickens, but she still buys, a lot of things. But that's amazing that you buy coffee and dairy. Wow, I had no idea. That explains, well, not explains, but that just, yeah, you're definitely very self-sufficient. For me, that's self-sufficient. Wow, that's great. Love that. Love that. So, this is the end of the walk, and I'm going to walk back through to my car. But this is interesting, like, I don't know, these tables are just, obviously some architect got paid a lot of money to design this. And see, you've got your little hollow so you can put your bum in here. Very interesting. Occasionally some meat. Oh, I didn't know that you were vegan, Philip. I'm too lazy to walk that much, so I feel like I'm getting exercise watching you. Don't say that. Okay, Philip, we have to get you walking, mate. We have to get you walking. It's so good for you. It's good for your mind, soul, and your spirit just to get out and walk. It really is. And we've got Nicholas. Hey, Nicholas, how you going? Nicholas, I don't know, have you met? So Nicholas is also from Victoria. It's Kim. So Kim is, look at this beautiful flower. That's beautiful. And these little flowers are cute too. So like I said, this is all very baby like shrubs that will eventually create a beautiful, I guess, corridor of, privacy, I guess. Okay, so you've got 3 acres, 50 chickens. Yeah, you've got a lot of chickens. I asked you that about your chickens, how many chickens you got. You've got a lot of chickens. So you have a lot of eggs. You eat a lot of eggs. You do, I'm guessing, a lot of cooking with eggs. So, Nicholas, you've just joined the conversation. We're talking about, about Kim from Indiana Funny Farm. So she's in Indiana. About her farm, and that she's basically fully self-sufficient. The only thing she buys is coffee and some dairy and some meat sometimes. Crazy. Not crazy. I think it's great. Great. I'll show you guys where I am. It's not a map of even hardly where I live, but it shows you the coastline here. So this is where I am. I'm in a big peninsula, and we are over here right now. It's only a half an hour drive. It's not even that far, really, to be honest. But yeah, that's where I am, Redcliffe. And sometimes I come over to Sandgate over here and do a bit of walking. Bribie Island is, I haven't been over there to do a live stream lately, so should do that one day. Glasshouse Mountains is I do a lot of hiking up that way. My mum is up here. Mount Mea's a lot of mountains up here. Dayborough, I went there on the weekend for a show, and I'm going to go to Samford Valley for another show this weekend. Some beautiful, Mount Nebo's got some beautiful waterways and waterfalls. Beautiful area actually, southeast Queensland where I live. Some beautiful beaches, beautiful, yeah, everything. Just come, just say. So Nicholas and Philip both have been up here at different times. Philip used to come up here for holidays with his family, and Nicholas used to live here actually in Brisbane. Oh yeah, I'm sure you've met Philip a lot of times, Nicholas. I just presumed you know each other, right? But I don't know if you've ever met Indiana Funny Farm. Actually, that's what I want to know, Kim, so Indiana Funny Farm is Kim. She's in Indiana. So Kim, why do you call it Funny Farm? I'm guessing it's something to do with the animals, I'm thinking, because you've got 50 chickens, so that'd be pretty funny to watch. But yeah, like, what's the reason? Like, tell us the story. Tell us the story why it's called Funny Farm. Your channel, Indiana Funny. Oh, I know it's Indiana because you're in Indiana. You have a farm. So how many acres did you say you had again? Maddie, I missed you there, Maddie. Hello, Maddie. 3 acres, 3 acres. Sorry, Maddie, I didn't even see you there, mate. How are you, Maddie? We do meat chickens too. What does that mean? We do meat chickens. As in, like, you eat your chickens or you sell your chickens to make money kind of thing. Meat chickens. So you used to have bantams, Philip. Yeah, so I'm going to get 2 bantams actually. We're just got to put up our new chicken house. Our chicken house is nearly falling over. This has got a name on it, Banksia mulia. Yeah, so our chicken house has, they don't last very long, chicken houses, in the weather. So yeah, we've bought a new one, and Diego's been kind of reinforcing the backyard since we've had a whole lot of renovations. The yard slopes downwards into the backyard, so we don't want the chickens, getting wet and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, Diego's done a bit of reinforcements of retaining walls, and yeah. So we've got a blind chicken actually. So that's been a bit of an issue. I saved the chicken from my mum's house. My mum she has a lot of chickens in cages, and I don't like that. Understand that my mum lives on a bigger farm, and there's foxes and there's animals that would attack the chickens, right? Snakes specifically. But you don't need a million chickens, right? My mum is only one person. She's not like she's selling them. But like, she likes to keep chickens in little cages, and that's not right. Like, I actually went up there, me and Diego and I, and we actually built a massive big chicken house so that she could have one place for all the chickens. Guess what? She still has all these cages full of chickens. So it really irks me because, I love seeing animals in the wild, and like, I am a bit of a hypocrite because I do have a chicken in a cage at home. She's blind. But it's a good cage, right? I saved it from my mum's house because it was in a small cage. and because she was getting attacked by other chickens, so my mum put in a small cage. And I just don't think it's fair. Like, she's only a little chicken. So anyway, we took her home, and of course our chickens picked on her too. So we put her in a cage by herself, but she's got a big cage. A big cage. And the rest of our chickens free range. They put themselves to bed. But, you know, we're not on big property. We're in suburbia, so, you know, technically there's not too much that's going to attack our chickens. What, Telstra went down again? For you guys in Victoria? Shit. So Philip, are you with Telstra? Do you have issues with your phones yesterday too? Okay, so you met Nicholas at Susan's chat. Yep. Cool. Funny farm, because I am crazy. Oh, I'm crazy what? Oh, I'm a crazy person who grows all the things in all the colours. I have fun. I have them in tins. Okay, sorry, I don't read properly sometimes. All right, let's get back to the car. When I was at my mum's house last weekend, there was mud everywhere. Look at all the mud in my tyres. Oh, I've got to clean the car. Anyway, guys, it was awesome to catch up with you, and it was awesome to talk to you, Kim, and get to know a little bit more about you. As I said, I've really enjoyed watching your channel and, you know, learning about, you know, harvesting potatoes. I really want to harvest potatoes. I have to have chickens who lay all the coloured eggs, blue, green, white, brown. Hey, talking about that, because we have Irikani, is it Irikani? So the blind chicken that we have is a black chicken with this beautiful great green through her. She's so pretty, but her eggs are blue and it's so nice. And then we have these two Sussex chickens, and they're massive, big chickens. They're like the traditional white eggs, the big white eggs. But I don't know what the other chickens we had. We used to have speckled eggs at one stage too. But yeah, what's the brown eggs from? Because that'd be interesting having brown eggs. I obviously haven't seen one of your videos talking about all those your coloured eggs, but I'm fascinated with that. Fascinated. Another thing with my diet, I don't eat anything that's sweet. I don't eat lollies, cakes, nothing. I am totally savoury person. I'm nothing. Oh, well, okay, nothing. I am a total savoury person. Right, interesting. Yeah, you're very clean eating, aren't you, Nicholas? Sorry, Philip. Yes, Nicholas. Meat chicken means growing up chickens for butchering. Okay, right. Understand. You're going to eat your chickens. Yep. You're with Primus, Philip, so you haven't had an issue. So Telstra again. Wow. So Kim, so Telstra is the biggest phone service company in Australia, and a lot of people do have Telstra, especially people on properties, because Telstra is the best one you can have. Like my mum has Telstra. I have Telstra because for my phone, because when I do hiking and stuff, I've got better chance of getting reception. But they literally went down yesterday. Their data center, something happened with their data center. I shouldn't laugh. But their data center went down, and literally hospitals couldn't even, access, files. People couldn't pay for things. Yeah, it's just an absolute nightmare yesterday. And apparently Nicholas is saying it happened again today down in Victoria, so that's bad. Well, no, potato figging was, well, I've got to say what I found watching your channel. I actually really enjoyed watching you pulling all the potatoes out of the dirt and then counting them up. That was really cool. Really interesting. So yeah, I found that really interesting. Maranas by the dark brown. Maranas. What kind of chickens are they? Maranas. So at the start of the year, we were living in a, well, at the start of the year, we had to move out of our house because we were renovating, and we were living in a caravan in my friend's backyard. But I got a week's house sit, and she wanted us to look after the chickens. And she had 15, 16 chickens, and they were all different kinds of chickens. It was so interesting because, oh my God, this had this massive chicken. I think it's called a Brahma. But no, well, no, I don't know. I can't remember what it's called, but it was a giant ass chicken, giant. And apparently it was the baby of the whole lot of the chickens. And so she had one bantam chicken and just all these different chickens, like, you know, chickens with hairy feet. It was really cool, really interesting, really interesting. I do wish we had a little bit more land so we could have, you know, a little bit more chickens. Technically, we're only allowed to have 3 chickens on our land. We have 4, and we're going to buy, like I told you, we're going to buy 2 more bantams because, you know, that's 1 chicken really. Morans, French chickens. Wow, interesting. I wish I had a sister like Dora. Oh, I wish I had a brother, Nicholas. I don't really get along with my sister very well. We fight all the time. Well, we actually don't get along. But I have a half sister, right? She's coming to visit, actually. She's coming to visit next month, so that's great. So anyway, guys, I am going to get home. I appreciate you. Appreciate you joining me for a walk. And Kim, I'm glad you got to see a koala. And we saw a koala jump from a tree and then climb up and eat leaves. It was pretty cool, actually. Pretty cool. Love my Brahmas. They have feather feet, as do French Morans. Right, I'm going to have to look up French Morans. Roosters are very protective of their chicks. Don't try and pick them up. They will attack you. Yeah, roosters are, even if they haven't got chicks, they're bloody, yeah. They're not nice little chickens. They're not nice to have. Well, you know. Well, actually, not saying that. In saying that, I'm sure Susan said she's got one good. She's got a rooster that she calls. What's her rooster called? There's a rooster that she's got, and she. In saying that, I don't know if that just died actually. Yeah, remember Susan lost a lot of her chickens. A fox came in and killed a lot of her chickens. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Yes, I'm glad you got to see the koala too. Great to see you, Philip. Thank you for your donation. Good to see you, Nicholas. And Maddie, I don't know if you're in the background still, but have an awesome... Maddie, you should be going to bed too. But anyway, Indiana, my God, Kim, nice to chat about farms. I love all that kind of stuff. It's just up my sleeve, my cup of tea. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. See you guys. See you later. Hey, Dora, on replay, I'll select ads for you. It's now a car brand. Really? Oh, pardon me. Oh, my gosh. What car brand? It's interesting what ads come up, hey? What car brand? Interesting. Anyway, I gotta go. See you guys. Bye. See you later, Philip. Bye, Nicholas. Bye, Kim. Bye, Maddie.